Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. So this is the 9th episode of the 10% podcast. Today on the podcast, I've got my most requested guest, somebody people have been asking me for a very, very long time, probably since my second episode, I think. So welcome to the podcast, bro. I've got RY here today. How you doing, bro?
Good. Pleasure to be on the podcast. Not really known for doing any of these podcasts and videos like that. So we thought we'll start with something like this.
No, it was a good choice still. The first question, I got for you today, and this question, it's not even from me. So Omar asked this question, what's your ideal outfit, bro?
For me, Nike shorts, grey Nike shorts, exactly what I'm wearing now. Grey Nike shorts, black Nike t-shirt, little Nike socks. I've got my big little Sony headset on. Nice little watch. The watch makes the outfit for me, man. I'm on this plain clothing or like baggy clothing with a nice watch type flex, and then basic trainers like New Balances, all of that. Unless if it's a night out, then I don't mind a pair. I'm a dark colors guy, innit? So maybe some black jeans, nice grey hoodie, something basic, nice dark like maybe the Batman or one of the darker colored Rolexes, something dark in it, and then maybe a pair of Valentino or something basic. Nothing too special. I'm not a swag guy. I'm not into LV, Gucci and all of that.
Yeah. No, that's similar to me still. That's all I wear. You see Nike graphic. That's literally all I wear. 27.
That and Under Armour, bro. All I wear is Under Armour.
Yeah,
what's Omar's outfit? What did Omar say?
Bro, I don't even know. You see what it is before I met him, after I met him, just off hearing him without knowing how he looks and stuff, bro, I'd think he wears some like uncle clothing and stuff like that because he sounds like very sophisticated, isn't it? So it's like,
I've seen what this guy wears, bro. In fact, I wish I could do a podcast exposing Omar in real life, bro. That little donut. That guy's the funniest guy.
Yeah, man, he's funny, man. But cool. So I don't think it is out there how you kind of like got into trading and stuff. Not that I'm aware of. And I myself, I don't really have a clue. But so how did you actually just, get into this like industry? How did you start trading and how did you get introduced to it?
I was always the kind of numbers guy from young. Like I'm just good at maths. And I had a mad high interest in politics and stuff like that. So I read quite a bit. Like a shit ton. I read a lot of articles, Financial Times, Bloomberg, all that boring stuff. But when I say I read, I mean I read like 20, 30 articles a day on just random stuff. I can tell you about the flipping India's economy and just stupid stuff. Yeah. So I was doing that like 16, 17. So that was about 6, 7 years ago. Wow, I'm getting old. And then from there, I kind of got introduced into cryptocurrencies slightly before the first bull run. So I was trading crypto in the first bull run. And when I say trading crypto, I was just buying. I was like massive bag hold of XRP. Yeah. There was like Electronium was popping back in the first bull run. Bitcoin, of course. So when Bitcoin was priced at like $200-$300, so I think it was just before the bull run or maybe at the beginning of it. So I got in like that. I made a bit of change off of that. Bear in mind, I was a kid. I was at sixth form. And then I started trading like options, but like mad retail. Literally just gambling, bro. Buy, sell. Literally just gambling. Then I focused... Yeah, go on.
So I was just going to say, so how do options actually work? Because me, myself, I don't even know, I always see, like, especially American traders and stuff, talk about
I was doing binary options, innit? So it's like, bro, this was like 5 years ago. But the way I was doing it, it's like I'll put like 100 quid on account or 1,000 or whatever. And then you can kind of like buy or sell, but you're holding trades for like 5 to 15 seconds. I don't know if it's called, I'm pretty sure it's called binary options. It's like you're holding trades for like 5 to 30 seconds, bro. It's some stupid shit. Maybe if you are making money off it, but to me, wallahi, I was just gambling, bro. I watched bare YouTube videos on the right methods, blah, 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 blah. There was no right methods for me. It was all just silly. Then I started looking at FX. But the thing is, after sixth form, I decided to go uni first year because I got good grades at sixth form. So I said, let me try this uni stuff. Went to uni. Uni weren't for me. So then I went back to trading crypto. I was trading crypto retail heavy. Like Geo could tell you, even Bands could tell you, I was making an absolute killing of crypto trades. Like I was running a premium like 18 months ago, or maybe 2 years now. And I was just doing spot pools. And it was mainly based on fundamental analysis. Like we was catching like 13 X's in Wallahi a week. And the chat's still there. People can go and see my old premium. Like we was doing ridiculous. Like we caught FTM at like 2 pence. And then we caught it again at like 18 pence, rally to like $2-3. So we was doing like insane flips, 30, 40 X's on crypto. So I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I pulled out of the bull run pretty early. So we'd say maybe March or April of last year. So I came out a bit early and I just started scalping or like increasing my BTC and ETH exposure because it was clear that, bro, from time you're walking around the ends and you're hearing guys in bowling places saying, yeah, no, bro, wallahi, Bitcoin's going 100K. Bro, you don't want to be invested in something that a random fella in bowling's telling you, wallahi, he's going to 100K. Bear in mind, I was a big screamer of Bitcoin to 100K. Yeah. But you got to learn to be wrong and still make money. It's not always about being right. Being right doesn't really pay any bills. It's about making money. So me, alhamdulillah, I got out of the market at a decent time. And then this is when Bands and Geo introduced me to ICT. So we're talking about 15 months ago. Something. I was trading, to be fair, I was trading ICT like 18 months ago, but not heavy. I was just introducing these basic ideas. And then it took me, and bro, Geo's my witness, and so is Bands, bro. Everyone says it takes you a year to learn ICT. Wallahi, I learned ICT in a month and became profitable off of it. But again, I'm a very productive person. I can do 12 hours of study in a day. So that's what I've done with ICT. I literally smashed out his 12 months, his paid content, watched every YouTube video that was worth watching. Then I started backtesting with Geo quite a bit in the summer, like proper. It was even, Bands was helping me quite a bit. And then I was trading gold, but gold with like retail / SMC, because every SMC trader can sit there and say the market only moves smart money. Bro, trade gold for a month and you'll realize that retail is amazing on gold. And then, and then in November last year, or no, maybe September, October times. So I went back to uni, completed my second year. And then I took another gap year because I said, no, it's actually not for me, which was this year that passed.
What course were you doing?
Bro. I'm doing maths with like computing and statistics. Bro, so boring. Honestly.
That's how I know you're smart, so.
Yeah, bro, it's long. But book smart is not really important. Again, it doesn't transfer into making money all the time. But and then I started working on a new model with me and Geo in about end of last year, so maybe September, October. And then we spent like 3-4 months just wallahi, bro, I could tell you there was days I'd wake up, pull Geo backtest the whole day, bro. It was tiring. And I got bad back issues in it. Everyone in my premium, like my students know my back's fucked. I got 3 bulge discs, all of it. So I used to sit for a whole day, bro, just anti-inflammatory pills, slap a couple, and just backtest, bro. And then when I was so confident with the model in like January this year, I traded for like 2-3 months and realized, what the fuck, this is amazing. And that's when I opened, because I closed my old premium to focus on building a model. The aim of trading is to make money. It's not to have followers. It's not to have big premium. It's to make money. The only time you add these additional streams of income is when you're now making nice, consistent money. If you're not making consistent money off the market, close your premium and focus. Because you might have a good premium, but at the end of the day, when them people leave and the numbers start dying down, which they will, a lot of people are just in this Forex space because of crypto. When these numbers start dying down, you can't make money off the markets. So it's very important that you really lock into yourself and teach yourself how to trade. You're better off making 5K off your own personal account than making 10K with 8K coming from a premium. So yeah,
100%.
and then we offered the student mentorship thing, I think in like April or March. And then it's closing hopefully in September or October. So
yeah, that's hard still. That's a very, very long journey. So you've been at this for quite a few years now. So you were saying since like not trading yourself, but just generally like 6 years or so.
5-6 years. Like I've never had a job, but I've always been around. Like Was, who will never watch this or never hear this, but Was is a guy that inspired me quite a bit, as in he's someone that I just see wake up and make money every day, innit? So I was always with guys, a lot of them older than me, who make good money. No, I'm not talking millions, but they make enough that I look at them and I go, yeah, I need to be making money. So, and I never could work a job. It just didn't suit my lifestyle. I'm high drive. I need to be doing 5-6 things at a time. So this was my only option. And if you backtest enough and you really sit on and study enough, it will work. And that's a guarantee. Like, and if it doesn't, to work harder. Like it's trading. There's a lot of people making money. There's a way to make money, right? You just got to focus it. A lot of people treat trading like some side joke thing and then expect to make money. This is a job at the end of the day. If you're not willing to put in 40 to 60 hours a week to make $1 to $2 grand a week, then you're in the wrong industry, because that's what you're going to get paid anywhere else. Yeah, obviously, 100%. The growth comes with time, but you have to dedicate those hours without the money to begin with.
Definitely. Do you know what it is? It's like, so this reminds me of like recently, I was speaking to some of my boys about trading. So they're not really into this side of, crypto trading, whatever, but they see my like whole brand, they fuck with it. But it's like, now they're proper like getting into it and they're asking, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I kind of see that like cycle of seeing someone brand new come into trading and then seeing how they behave. And you kind of clock that a lot of men expect it to work in like 2 weeks, because now they think, because I'm trading sort of, they think it's easy to grab. Like, if somebody around you can do it, it kind of becomes like, it's possible. It's not too hard to do. But people don't see those like, behind the scenes hours that people spend actually working, making zero money, demo trading, paper trading, whatever. So I feel like that is a big misconception. Like, any profitable trader has put in insane hours or has been at this for quite a while to actually like, reach that point.
I could be given right now, say I've made nothing of trading. If they gave me today £500,000, that still doesn't pay off the hours I've put in at minimum wage, bro.
Yeah.
That's how much, like, I've put in so many hours that the money is going to come. That's just a guarantee. I'm not worried about that. Like in this life, you work towards something with a pure intention. You get a payout. That's what I believe. There's no other way around it. That's why when I'm having slower months, or like last year when I was trading pure ICT, which I still trade ICT, but it's not pure ICT in the sense of, for example, Omar's a good example. I speak to Omar regularly now, and I see the way he trades. I'd say he's a pure ICT trader.
Yeah.
Like, and that's great. He makes money. He showed his funded this week. That's fine. I wouldn't say I'm a pure ICT trader, but yeah, that's just kind of when I was a pure ICT trader, the results were a lot slower. And that transfer onto what I'm doing now was like, wow, that finally clicked. But if the next 2 months I make no money, I'm not worried. I know the hours I've put in, it comes with time. You're not always going to make money. Hedge funds don't always make money. Hedge funds barely outperform the S&P 500, bro.
That's crazy.
They get like, what, 9%? S&P's average, what, 12% over 25 years or something. I'm pretty sure something around that. So these are hedge funds that are supposed to literally manage money for people. They get paid ridiculous fees. They can't even outperform the flipping S&P. So as a trader, you need to understand that 20-30% a month is an insane feat. And if you build your capital correctly using funders, personals, blah, 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 you can start going for 10% a month and make a crazy amount. I know a guy on Twitter, I don't know him, but I see a guy on Twitter, he's 3 mil funded, 3.2 mil. 10% a month is a quarter ticket. You're 250K up, 300K up. 5%, you're up 150 bags. So it's a patience game in this industry, but people don't see that.
Yeah, people don't have the patience, man. But at the same time, I understand, because most of the new people coming in, like having been there myself, I think, like first time I heard about Forex, I jumped on, I make an account, I put £100 in. £100 account, if you're looking to like sustainably grow it, not, just no risk management, blah, 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 you can't really flip that. Like, okay, cool. Let's say you even make 10% off a trade. You've made £10. Like 10% is a very big fee, but £10 to a new trader will look like air. They're going to want that, flip it straight into 300-400. But people understand that even catching 1% a day, and this is something I purely learned off Omar. Like before him, I didn't understand the sort of patience in the market. If I can make 1% a day or even a few percent a week with the right capital, that is an insane amount of money. And more time making smaller percentage is a lot more sustainable than, always trying to hit that big lottery.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, anyone needs motivation in what they do. Go on Forex compound calculator, put a 10K account and see what you get from making 5% a week. And I say a 10K account, some people maybe, I don't have 10K. Yeah, but MFF have 10K and you pay what, 70 quid for it? I'm pretty sure they launched a 5K. But and this is why I say fundeds are great when low on capital. But me personally, I trade my Percy account more. And I'm pretty sure I get ripped for it all the time. But funded accounts when you're low on capital is the perfect way to build capital yourself. But again, don't get a funded account if you can't pass it. Go make a demo, pass it 5-6 times. And like one of the reasons I blew on socials, I'm pretty sure was like I got like an 84 R trade on GU with proof and lot size entry, blah, blah, blah. And it was 84% or like 48% or some stupid numbers we did, me, GOT. And that week alone, we made like 40, 50, 60% account growth because we was risking 0.5%. But I'm not on that no more, bro. I'm honestly just not on it. Like this week trading, I was trading with a student of mine, Hassan. It was me, Hassan, and Gio. I'm shout out Hassan, proper hard trader. And I've only been teaching him for like 4 months, I think. And he's insane. And we was trading live in New York. I ended up catching like 21R with Gio and Hassan in a call. But that was me done. Or maybe it was Wednesday. But that would have been me done for the week if that was a Monday. 21R, I got like 9% account growth from my funded and then like 26% or like 15% on my Percy because I risked 3%. That's me out. There's nothing left for me in the market, man. I'm not here to chase 40R a week, bro. You just lose your mind.
Yeah, man.
And it's just not worth it.
That's something that took me a while to clock. Like, of course, so now you've been at this a while and you'll definitely know this, but I think a lot of new traders don't realize you have to be so self-analytical. Like you have to go trade and sit in front of a screen and watch your own behavior because a lot of men can't hack that. Like they can't just sit at a screen for a long time and, keep their head straight. I'm one of those people. If I spend a lot of time on charts, if I spend, lots of hours just straight, not even like backtesting and stuff, but purely trading, it gets too much for me. And then I'll end up making dumb decisions and stuff. So now I've clocked my favorite types of trades, like the best trades. It'll be something like London kill zone or New York kill zone. I get into the market, EU 1 to 2 on a lower time frame. The trade's done in like 5 minutes. Bro, that literally, I think my favorite trading day a couple weeks ago, my trade hit TP in about 40 seconds and it was a 1 to 2 and it was in the morning and I literally logged off and I didn't touch charts for the rest of the day. Like,
yeah. You know what? It's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people, what people don't understand, trading styles should not like be like a universal thing. Folks, I know people who can take 40R trades and not stress and get up and go about their day. But I'm sitting there glued to my laptop like a crackhead. There's no chance I'm in a 30 lot position and I'm carrying on with my day. I'm sitting there and watching it. So I know that I need to be in and out. So I take my trade and keep it moving. Like I'll sit 1:30 to 4 o'clock. That's me done. I don't care what the market has for me later. I might leave a runner, maybe, but even that stresses me. MFF took an account off me in January because of a flipping runner I left. And then I think they do equity drawdown, not balance, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But yeah, it's all about psychology. Like if you know you don't have the psychology to be in certain trades, just don't take them. And at the end of the day, you're on your own journey. You can't let what you see online affect you. A lot of people let other traders affect them. And this is why I don't like don't want to be too rude, but one of the reasons I don't show love to a lot of traders is because I feel like they saw what we was doing at one point and everyone wanted to start pretending they're doing the same thing. And that's why I'm very quick to draw out rubbish, because I'm like, I'm not catching 30R trades. No one spoke, by the way, no one spoke about RR in the crypto community that converted to Forex until I did. No one spoke about it, bro. People were talking about pip moves. People were saying, I got 60 pips, I got 70 pips, 15 pips. And then I come in, I'm talking about it. And then everyone's talking about percent and R. Everyone now is chasing 13R, 15R. And I'm just like, it's just weird. It's just very weird how everyone wanted to start copying something. That's why me personally, I don't post trades no more. I used to do my daily and weekly reviews, and with proof and blah blah blah, I've stopped it completely. That because I deeped it. I'm scared that I'm going to influence people to start capping or lying, and then people are going to lose their money by paying these people that can't trade at all. So I said, let me stop posting it so people aren't looking for results online, and I'll just let my actual students speak for me. And even now, I'm at the point. Most of my new signups are student referrals, or like people that I've said, I saw your students do this, blah, blah, blah. Because that's it. My students can show you what I do. I refuse to start trying to prove myself. Like I said yesterday, I'm not a dancing monkey. Don't ask me to show you my withdrawals. I know Omar did it, but I don't care. My students see how much I make. I send them, some days I send them my account at the end of the day. But I'm not going to be drawn out on social media trying to... The worst thing, if I was flexing and I was posting nice stuff on my story and that, fine. I post my dog. I post a cup of coffee and I post some food sometimes. I've never posted a nice watch. Never posted a nice outfit. I posted when I was on holiday, but it wasn't a flex. I posted a beach. Yeah. So I'm not someone that's flexing saying I've made a lot of money. Don't ask me how much I've made. Do you know what I'm saying? He's doing his beef with whatever my man that Brer and Dubs and that. Yeah, cool, you can post what you want. Me personally, there's too much ain. I'm scared of ain. And people like ain is I'd say an Islamic thing where envy and people watching your pocket can affect you very badly, like health wise, mentally. So I'm just far away from all of that rubbish.
Yeah, no, I hear it, man. And especially like one of the first things you said there with your kind of students being a reflection of yourself. Omar says that as well. And it's true because, if you're in the position that you're in, running a mentorship, running a service, whatever, you can kind of just let the people within that service do the talking on behalf of you rather than, have to speak for yourself. And at the same time, you don't really need to ever prove yourself to someone unless they're in your service. And if you're showing them, like, of course, the people in your mentorship, you're showing them how much ever your account is on anyways. There's no point to put it out there. And what I think it is of course that whole taboo behind showing money and stuff. It's only come around because there's a lot of new plate traders. I mean, that's a bit hypocritical because I myself, I've not been in the space that long, but at the same time, I don't run a service. I know. So I don't even know the person's name yet, but I'm in a group chat and there's a free Forex chat somewhere. And somebody in that free chat has learned how to trade or learn a model within a week or 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, he's just gone off and started a premium. I'm just there I don't know the person. And I'm just there come on, man. A lot of people get excited. Man.
Yeah, it's but this is why I've publicly drawn out, because I don't want to say their names because at the end of the day, I've spoke to them now and it's finished. But I've publicly drawn out, everyone on now, 90% of these Forex guys that were crypto traders that we all know, they were studying what the model I built with Geo was, and they've taken what they understand of it and they sell it as a service now. Like it or not, wallah, that's the facts of the situation. And there's no confusion about it. I've confronted them. I've got the messages there where they've said, yeah, bro, I've got a lot of these guys running premiums have said, they said to me, I studied your journal, bro. So how can a guy study my journal and provide a service? It's ridiculous. To me, it's robbery because my journal does not give you enough information. You know me, I can perfectly draw out the model I trade right now on the chart and post it, and I do all the time. It will not help you at all. The understanding of liquidity, time and price, like ICT teaches, and the concepts of liquidity are so critical to understanding a model. It's worthless information. So I don't understand how someone can look at my model and then start teaching a service. And that is the only reason I've drawn out a lot of these new play traders. And a lot of people say, oh, like, are you drawing them out? Are you about, like, is it for clout? I don't need to have clout. I have 20 students. 14 of my students, I actually have 18 students. 14 of my students have been with me since I started my mentorship. So what clout do I need? What, 6 spaces to fill at £500 a head? I don't need that. Honest, and like, I was speaking to my students because I'm quitting my mentorship soon. Me and Gio are gonna provide something soon, and then I'm gonna stop. But I don't need a mentorship. Wallah, I don't. I really enjoy teaching, and obviously the money's nice. I'm not gonna be these guys that say I don't do it for the money. But at the end of the day, if you're taking 2 hours of my time a week, I need to see some sort of money from it. I'm a trader. I can sit at my desk and trade and make money, right? If I sacrifice time, I need some sort of payment. But I don't do it to build capital. If I did, I'd have it at £200 or £150 and in 100 people. I get a lot of snap views. I get inquiries every day. But I just can't be bothered to run that type of thing. So I draw people out purely to prevent people from getting robbed. Purely. And most times I don't even draw them out. Wallah, I message them privately. I tell them stop. They don't listen. Then I speak on it on my story. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you still. And you know, it's quite interesting. So he's been on the podcast, but you know, Issei, he was a student of yours for a little bit. And
yeah, he did 1 month. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, Issei.
But that 1 month, like, because when we started trading, so me and Issei, we were in a different group chat together, and then we kind of went off, and he was basically speaking to me, and he saw that I'm trying to learn as well. Yeah. And we kind of just used to speak about trading and stuff in general. But of course, we had a different educator. So at this point, I started with Omar, I think, or was just about to, and he'd been with you for a couple of weeks or so. And in that month, the way I saw his trading change from like the stuff he used to show me and the setups and everything, it's crazy, man. So do you know what it is? Like, these things are subjective in the sense that one person can join your thing and say it's not worth it and then kind of leave. But then another person, like Issei, a month was enough for him because he put in the hours. He used to send me like 20 charts a day on different pairs, showing me different things like all the time and saying, oh, draw this up for me. What do you see? Like, you get it? Like, I think, So I get what you're saying, like why you have less students, because you only really want the people who are going to, you know, properly kind of engage. And if you're giving your time to them.
Exactly, bro. It's exactly that. And it's like, I charge a lot. You better put time into it. I don't want you to sit here for a month, put 2 hours a week, and then come back to me and complain. Yeah, it's not how I teach is very intense. I speak to my students day in, day out. I speak to Issei pretty much every week anyways. He's not even a student anymore. But my main students, I speak to daily, literally daily. They have a question I'll answer, jump in a call, send them voice notes, blah, blah, blah. I need people to put in time because I don't want you in my chat for long. Like a lot of guys have been in the chat maybe 2 months, 3 months, already profitable traders. Not because I'm some crazy guy. They put in the hours. I gave them the tools. They went and played around and they figured shit out. Hassan, perfect example, CM as well, even A1. These are guys that are unbelievable traders, not because of me. It's because they ask me so many questions when they're stuck. Literally, some of them send me 5-6 questions a week, little tiny questions. The higher the week, sorry. I backtested EU. It appears it came on a Monday last year. I'm like, yeah, what I do is stick to this, blah, blah, blah. Give them a little opinion. That's it. Them little tweaks that you're making from charting day in, day out is what takes you from a break-even trader to 3-4% a week. Because to jump from losing money to break even is a big jump. And then that break even to 3-4% is a bit easier. And then 3-4% to 10-15, that's a big jump. So a lot of these guys were 3-4%. And now they're absolutely smashing it. Like Euro is a perfect example, a guy I teach. Like a month ago, he was struggling. This week alone, he's caught like 16R or 16, 17%. And I can promise you a month ago, he didn't even know how to backtest, or 6 weeks ago. He just didn't know how to backtest. And this is someone who I swear he backtests every day now, 6-7 hours. Like he's literally every day, yo, bro, you want to call, and I have to respect it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's hard, man. It's true, you know, especially like the thing you said with questions. I was saying this the other day to someone, that asking questions is one of the best things you can do, right? Because let's say 10 people watch a video, a trading video, and then everyone's going to watch the same video, but you're going to have different gaps in your knowledge. When you ask questions, especially if you have someone to ask questions to, a mentor, educator, whatever, it's the best thing you can do, because the gaps in your knowledge are going to be specific to how you understand things. So you need to like find a way to fill those gaps in so you can truly grasp the concepts that you're learning. So I feel like it is necessary to, you know, if you have that at your use, somebody that it kind of just has all the answers, you need to use that and then go over things as much as possible. And it's true, man. Nothing beats hard work. Like, there's no excuses. That's like we said at the start, and people want it easy, but there's some parts of this trading thing that there's no way around. And I was speaking to Bans about this a couple of weeks ago, right? And he was kind of I was just speaking to him about, like, you know, how he's been trading for quite a while. And the idea of that, the more time you spend on the charts, right? There's this one thing that somebody could start trading tomorrow and trade for 2 months. I've been trading for, I don't know, let's say 7-8 months at that point, and be a better trader than me. But one thing that you kind of can't get past is, you know, the idea of like intuition. Like after you've got a certain amount of, I wouldn't say months is a small time frame, but after you've got a couple years on the charts under your belt, then you kind of begin to understand the charts in a different way. You begin to, like, your subconscious brain can probably just see small details that you don't even register, and you just kind of learn, is this a good setup? Is this not? And, you know, of course you can break it down and figure it out, but sometimes you'll just know by looking at it. And I feel like those are one of the things.
Bias is like that, bro. Bias. Yeah. I think the best way to get a good understanding of bias is by backtesting. And obviously I teach how I get my bias black and white. But again, it's not about being right. It's about making money when you're wrong and when you're right. And like Hassan, again, I mention him a lot because he's probably one of my most interactive students. He literally, I said to him, what's your bias on the EU? He'll say bias, for example. I'll say why? He says, yeah, bro, I just look at it now when I kind of, and his bias is always right. This week, he was looking for sells on EU after the cleared internal and absolutely fell on his face. And he's at the point where obviously his subconscious is telling him something. And there's a lot of, when you look at the same things every day, you pick up stuff without realizing, right? Yeah. And that's why a lot of the time, me and Gio, we trade the exact same model. Yeah. Black and white. I can sit at a chart with Gio and he can sit with me, and we're on a Zoom call and we're trying to find our bias on a Sunday and we disagree. Literally completely. He's buyers, I'm sells. And it happens. And then we sit and try to explain shit to each other. And then we go, we'll just let price action confirm. And that's it. And we move on with it. And these are two guys who literally, I probably Zoom Gio more than I should. And it's probably weird how much we've Zoomed each other. And still we jump on a chart and disagree. And I think that's the beauty of trading, right?
It's all angles, isn't it? Like at the end of the day, everybody's understanding of what they see in front of them is going to be different. And I think, like, one of the things you're saying earlier, having people in your mentorship, and you don't really want them there for too long, in the sense that you want them to become self-sufficient. So that's the most important thing about this skill, that you can't just live off other people. I mean, you can, but it's not the right way to do it, because I used to say this a while ago, right? The thing is, with taking signals and stuff, right? Somebody can actually be a good trader busting signals. But I feel like people who take signals that want to learn probably won't learn. They just lead to complacency. And you have to make those mistakes. Like, you know, a signal hitting stop loss, you're frustrated. But more time, like, next man sent you that signal. So you probably put the blame onto that person for hitting stop loss. But they're going to hit that stop loss and now learn from their mistake. But you don't actually get a learning experience from that. So you need to go on the charts, take your own L's, fall on your face a few times. And that's how you're going to actually learn to, you know, be a good trader.
Yeah. And bro, I sent a signal to my mentorship like Friday or Thursday. No, Thursday, sorry, I don't trade Fridays. So Thursday, GU buy, hit profit 6-7%. I can guarantee you no one took it though. And that's because I don't send signals. But I posted it. I said, yeah, looking at this, maybe one or two people, but they all don't they literally don't care for signals. I used to send a few, blah blah blah, the safest ones, and they bust or they don't bust, But at the end of the day, if someone asks me, pops up, yo, bro, what's your premium pricing? Give him price. He goes, is signals included? I say no. And he goes, yeah, calm, let me pay. I then say no, because I know he's looking for the fast way out now.
Yeah.
I'm not here to teach someone that wants to make money within a month. Like I said, I charge a lot. I've had good traders with decent experience of ICT come in and out in a month or two. Honestly, they come in doing 3-4%, come out doing 15-16%. And it's great. 1 month, 2 months, you invest like 800 to a bag and you come out flying, bro. I know one guy came in literally 2 months. He's 300K funded, makes out 40K a month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He invested the bag and came out he was making 10 to 15 and now he's making 40. That's 30K extra, 25 to 30K extra from a bag. That's a perfect investment for him. I'll do that now. If someone could double my profitability now, wallahi, I'll pay for a mentor. I've got no pride. I'll sit and listen to anyone. I still chat on DMs with traders all the time to hear what people have to say. But if it's someone that really just wants quick income, I'm not about it. And another thing, I don't really take too many beginners. It's max 3. Like at one point, I'll only have 3 beginners in my chat. Because again, I like to teach complicated stuff that you can get really into. Like the beginner stuff, it takes too much time for me to get you up to speed. So I literally only take 2 to 3 a month.
Yeah, no, I hear it. It's a bit longer with, all the beginners and stuff versus somebody who actually already has a decent understanding. I feel like there are a lot of people where they have a good understanding, but they just need that guidance, like you were saying before, like some small details. And if you change those small details, that is just a game changer. But what it is, like even with, okay, cool, your mentorship's expensive, people wouldn't agree with that, whatnot. Sometimes what it is, it's not even just the money. It's just people don't see the vision. They don't see, this income, or as in how much money you'd be investing for the outcome that you might receive from it if you use it right. People don't think further. They just think, okay, this month I'm going to spend this much. And then you get like, they're just thinking, right, like 4 bills for a month, 5 bills for a month. But it's just the idea that if you use that a month properly, like you said, that student that you mentioned is a perfect example. Couple months later, 300K funded. Come on, man, you're not even going to remember the bag you spent. You're making that back on one trade on your first day of funded and whatnot.
And even let's remove that scenario and let's just talk about the average scenario. One of my students recently got, I think, 20K funded, right? He's been in for 3 months. So my earlier prices were 300 a month. So he's paid 900. His first payout will be about 5-10%. He's already made a bag. He now has a skill. He can make a bag to 2 bags every single month. If he goes well with this 20K, he can go for 100K now. With that 100K, he can make 5-10%. That's 5 bags now. So even if he doesn't make the money in the month or 2 months, he's learned a skill now that he can keep running with and develop himself. I don't teach people to use my model. I teach people to use my model and my understanding of the market to build their own models. Again, some of my students are using ICT's new mentorship, the 3 drives concept in imbalance fills within my model. Right. And because it's not what I teach is not some complicated thing. It's just ranges, internal to external liquidity grabs. That's it. Absolutely basic things. So you can add your own little makeup to it, like I say. But again, I understand what my pricing is. I've never pretended to be cheap. Not my objective. But that's exactly why me and Gio in end of July or mid-July are going to launch like a joint mentorship, which should be pretty big with like loads of videos, weekly videos, monthly videos, blah, blah, blah. Like 2 free chats, like depending on your understanding. And then the price point will be a lot less than we're currently charging. And it will be open to literally everyone. And it will run you through from beginner's level, literally right till the end. And the point of that is to show that, fine, here, you can learn all of this. And then when you're ready for that final step, jump in the real mentorship for a month and you're finished. Like you can trade now type thing. Because I do understand some people only want to pay $150 a month. So we are going to go down that route just for a few months, see what the market does, provide the videos, and then have R1s running. More importantly, and a lot of the videos in there are going to be literally worth a lot more than 150 quid. But since I get asked literally every single day, bro, are you going to provide a cheaper mentorship, blah, blah, blah. We thought me and Gio will host it. We've merged our own mentorship. So he mentors like 20 students. I mentor like 60 to 80. I think it's 80. So we've merged ours. So we're doing ours together. And then we're going to run hopefully a cheaper one in mid-July, just to get everyone off my back for a few months.
Yeah, no, I think that's good, man. Do you know what it is? Yeah, at the end of the day, there's a lot of younger people in this scene, and a lot of them are hungry and they're driven, but they genuinely can't pull out that sort of money. So I think like what you guys are doing there is definitely going down the right path. At least to like give it a try and then see how everything works. But that kind of leads me on to my next question. Like backtracking a bit now. So of course, you mentioned the people that you work with quite a lot. And I've seen you mention before, like you kind of the idea of who you work with, like that's it. Like, it's just these people. So how did you actually, meet bands, Gio, and I think you mentioned Wes, he's your friend.
Yeah.
So how did you actually, meet these people? You're telling me a lot about how it kind of shaped what you do and even now, like how you interact with them. So, like how pivotal are they as to like where you are today, would you say?
I think like in life, everyone you meet or you interact with has a purpose, right? And whether you see it in the moment or not isn't too important. As long as you can reflect and find everyone's purpose, then you can say you led like a useful journey. And with bands, me and bands don't trade together. Good friend of mine, got a lot of love for bands. He was one of the first people that ever introduced me to smart money on like a deeper level, right? Him and Gio, to be fair. But it was at the beginning, it was bands. And I wouldn't say introduced, but I got bands really crypto heavy, right? And I got introduced to bands by someone from my Snap. I can't really say his full name, but I only know his full name. He's not part of the scene at all. He introduced me to bands, SMI. I was doing crypto calls and like helping them with crypto investments. And then bands were showing me FX a bit. Then Gio, why I got so close to Gio, if you knew Gio as a person, I can tell you, wallahi, he's one of the best characters you'll ever meet. Gio is so hardworking, so driven, and so well-mannered, you can't not get along with him, right? And it works perfectly well because I can call Gio right now and tell him, bro, let's back test 5-6 hours. He'll say, yeah, cool, fuck it, let me grab a coffee. That's his response. There's no confusion. I tell him, Gio, we're trading in London. Yeah, cool, I'll call you at 7. Someone like that is absolutely pivotal. When we was both literally fighting Forex accounts and 1 month break, even 1 month down, 1 month up, we was telling each other, bro, we're going to make a change. Like there's no confusion. And that kind of grafting in the mud together, as cringe as it sounds and as cliche, it gives you like a relationship and a bond, like as close as family, because we was losing money together and stressed out together. So when we're making money together, it's even better, right? And I can literally call Gio and tell him, bro, I don't want to trade for a month. And he'll send me every trade he takes. I was in Seychelles, bro, on a beach, enjoying myself, blue water, pink skies. And Gio's telling me, GU trade, swing. And that's the type of love that I got with Gio. I can call him now and tell him, bro, I'll come up to fucking Brighton and go for a bop and he's on it type thing. So we're at that point now where it's more than business partners, right? Like I fuck with him in real life. It's the same as someone I don't trade with, for example, XV, right? There's so many opinions on XV. I don't care. I don't care about what he does in the trading scene. I fuck with XV as a person. People tell me, do you vouch for XV? I don't vouch for anyone apart from Gio. And the reason I say that is not because XV is a bad trader. I've traded with XV. I've chilled with him. It's just I know Gio. If he's taking someone's money, I can always call him and say, Gio, bro, it's never happened, but I know I can. And to be fair, XV, every time there's been some sort of confusion with people I know, he's been very quick to sort it. So I can't even speak on that. But I will never vouch for him trading wise because I don't know what he does in his mental shit. Completely out of my hands. With Gio, I know exactly what he does. I vouch for him full-hearted. Bro, there's people that pop up to me for mentorship and I say, yeah, message Gio. Why? Because I've got more members than him at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? So we've always been on this balance our bread thing, do it together thing. So it's just a deeper connection. As much as that sounds very cliche, it's just how it is, bro. I came up on this with him. I'm going to be breaking bread with him forever type thing, as long as we're both in the FX scene and we don't really plan to stay here forever. So yeah, and then in terms of Was, that's just a friend in real life. I met him down in fucking Dubai like 4 or 5 years ago. And with him, he's just a very motivated person, to say the least. He just gets shit done, innit? And you need to be around people that just get shit done. And too many traders in the scene have this gangster ego and this, I was a fraudster, I was a drug dealer. No one cares. That's not impressive here. Your street cred is irrelevant, bro. It's not cool. Everyone knows a killer. Most of us are from London. Like the stabbing shooting, bro, the people I went to school with, jail for murder, that's not impressive, bro. Get on a chart and make yourself some money, bro. The whole aim of this is to come out the hood. Why are you telling me you're from the hood? Do you get it? Yeah. And too many people play this fake persona of we do this, we do that. When it's really, this game is just about making money with the least effort. And you need to be around people that have the same objectives as you, making money with the least effort. A reason I vouch for T so heavy, and I know I've been mentioning Gio so much, but T's the same. I vouch for every service T provides, undoubtedly, because I trade with T. Unbelievable trader. He's 17, bro. The kid is 17. He comes out of his A-level test and he's 6 bags up on his funded. Like, this is the shit that I just... You get it, and people don't see the shit, and I don't talk on it. We don't talk numbers. It's not important. But T is someone that, wallahi, bro, in 3-4 years, he'll run the scene. He's insane, bro. He's actually insane. If you lot saw how intelligent this kid is, it's ridiculous. And too many people seem to think he's my student. T is not my student. I trade with T. He himself is a teacher, right? And he's a great, great teacher. And I've seen what he can provide. So, and then there's obviously DZ, Fargo. I shout them out quite a bit. They're dealing with like their uni exams, blah, blah, blah. So they're not too active right now. There's Mose, someone else that I've always shouted out and stuff like that. But the reason I keep it very tight when like I mainly mention T and Gio is because I trade with them daily and I know what they provide because I'm in their chats, right? Everyone else is just... And in the past, I've shouted out some of these traders. You've probably seen who I'm talking about. And it turned out they were scamming people, as in providing terrible services. So, and I'm left, guys are saying, I swear you trade with my man. I swear you trade with my man. I'm like, no. And I posted on my story this week. I said, I trade with Gio. XV is my brother. These other 2 names, I don't trade with at all. Because I shouted them out in the past. I respected them, showed them love, and I ended up regretting it, right? So, yeah.
No, I get you still. It's, you know what it is, like, especially the way you speak about some of these guys, and Gio in specific. I think people who kind of have that one person on the same business wavelength, you're very lucky because it's hard to find, right? Like, hard to find somebody who's going to be on the same stuff at the same time as you. And I feel like, me personally, even, I've tried to look for that within my friends. I kind of try to find people with, like, you know, the same drive, or say, you know, like, right now, let's do this, let's do this. And some of my friends are kind of spontaneous, and then some of them, like, they're not. And do you know what it is? If you like find that one person who kind of clicks in that business sense, it's such a sick thing to have, because, you know, that way neither of you fall off. At the end of the day, this game is a proper like solo game, and of course, any trader can get these like bad phases or go through hard times, and it's easy to fall off if there's no one else there to pick you up. Like, kind of having to like self-motivate. It's not something that everyone can do. So it is tough, man.
No, 1,000,000%. And I always say, the thing is, you can't mix business with friendships. So I got a friendship out of a business partner, not a business partner out of a friend. So the business came first, the friendship came after. So it works perfect. Me and Gio, same wavelength, bro. No confusion. There's never confusion, bro. Like, if you don't understood how close we were, like, I've never argued, Gio. I've never had no money confusion, nothing. That's not even on the table. We run our shit the way we run our shit. If he's busy for the week, I'll talk to his students. If I'm busy for the week, he'll handle my shit. Black and white. We don't pay each other nothing. It's just love. Do you get it? So I'm lucky in that sense. And a lot of people that I used to fuck with heavy, which I'm still cool with, but that I was trying to do business with, they weren't trying to progress with me. And me, I need progression. Yeah. Whether that's in my trading or with my services, I need to be moving forward. The aim of the game is not to make money mad quickly. It's to make more money than you made last month. And a lot of people lose sight of this. At the end of the day, don't compare yourself to these guys making 300K a month. It's not important. If you made 1K last month and you make 2K this month, you're on a better projection than he is if he's made 300K 3 months in a row. Because now your next month's 4, then 8, then 60. And I don't need to show you about logarithmic growth. Like, it's beautiful how it goes. So I tell people, focus on yourself, work on what you need to do. Results come after. Another thing for new traders, don't compare yourself to no one. If you make your 4 hour a week, bro, smile, bro. That's a great week. Keep it moving. Don't worry if this guy, 419 FX trader, banged fucking 79%. He probably didn't. And if he did, that's his thing. You're working on your thing.
Yeah, definitely. You know what it is with these sort of things, especially with the point you have there with, like, you know, constant progression, to actually be able to do something like that, what people don't realize, you have to look at yourself. You're not looking at anyone around you. If you yourself and what you do, you want that to progress and improve, then you have to like break down exactly what you're doing and, you know, analyze that. And then again, like you said, every month, every day, every week, try and improve, try to get that, you know, that little bit more. So it is all just about having, you know, long-term vision. A lot of people just want to get rich quick, and it's human nature. But, you know, once you kind of get past that phase, because I thought that everyone who is a successful trader would have had that phase and then got past it, you kind of realize, you know, this small amount of money, as long as I can do it every day or every week, it's enough, because it's going to grow and it's going to keep growing. And you know what it is with trading, I think it's quite exponential, like in the sense that the longer you trade, more time you're going to make more money, but you're also going to get better. So now you're making more money and getting better at the same time, and it's just going to keep heading in that direction. So
exactly,
like, as long as you stick to it, you know, it's going to be great. But cool. So one of the things I wanted to speak about, right? So you, of course, we've kind of had this in the works for a while now, and people were messaging me this week asking where the episode is. But like,
no, that's my bad. That is really no. Like, I'll say it openly. You know what? No, to be fair, you done me in one of the days.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very scheduled, bro. Like, I'm talking 7:30 London, 11 a.m. gym, 1:30 New York, 4 o'clock I'm off, 5 o'clock start lessons, 8 o'clock walk my dog. Like, I'm so robotic with my day. 15 minutes on this directly, it just fucks up the whole pack. That's why I took it today, because Saturday, my little tennis day, little bad bitch hit the gym type sauna thing. So yeah.
No, I get you. It's cool, man. It's cool. But do you know what it is? What kind of like interests me is essentially, right? You know, if you're a trader, if you're new, you want to look at people, and if somebody is in the position that you want to be in. So I'm sure there's a lot of new traders, people that join your journal and stuff and look at you and think, you know, I want to be like this guy. I think one of the big things is, right, cool, you've already said you used to study 12 hours a day and whatnot. So talk to me about how you kind of like, you know, you have your like Saturday chill day. Why do you think that kind of side of stuff is important? And then I'll say my, you know,
yeah. What it is, like, Wallah, it's mad you brought this up. Everyone, you can go message Joe right now. I called him like 10 hours ago. I told him, bro, please don't tell me you're backtesting. He said, no, but I did this morning. And I said, bro, come off the charts. And he was like, why? I said, bro, let's just have a break today and we jump on it tomorrow. And the reason is Gio is a cat for TradingView, bro. He absolutely loves backtesting. But looking at a chart too much, you start kind of what you want to see, you create the scenario. So say you're bearish and you've been staring at a chart for 4 or 5 hours, you will create bearish setups that do not exist.
Yeah.
They're just not there. and you're forcing them. So you have to always reset your mind. And again, I speak about this quite a bit. You have to be very structured. For example, if you follow a set routine, it's a lot easier to keep your mind clear. If you're just running around a million things at a time, you're going to sit, not even focus on your trading, blah, blah, blah. So I've come to the point now where trading is trading, not trading is absolutely not trading. And my Saturdays, what I like to do, I wake up, walk my dog, whatever, go get a coffee with my boys. I'm always in Portobello or High Street Kensington or somewhere in West London, Knightsbridge, whatever. Sit, chill for a couple hours. We go up to, I was about to say where I play. To be fair, it's on my story, but I go up to the tennis courts or the gym or whatever, play some tennis, jacuzzi for a couple hours, and zero trading. I don't look at a chart. I don't speak to anyone about trading, blah, blah, blah. Because your mind needs to be in its zone and it needs to be healthy for you to sit there and look at candlesticks for the day. And people may be like, nah, man, this guy's on this woke shit. No, I'm actually the least woke. I'll hate all this woke shit, all this take 1,000 vitamins and that. Forget about it. But hydration and mental kind of strength before the week is so important, bro. Yeah. And I was speaking to Omar about it. Like, I go for long walks all the time. All the time. If I have a winning day, literally winning day, go for a long walk. Losing day, go for even longer walk. And even like, I know a lot of people are not Muslim and trading, but I find Salah, just that prayer that takes you away from your life and gives you that submission to your creator for your 5 to 8 minutes is so important for me, because this is my time to understand I'm no one. I've been created on this planet for one purpose. And that is, like, my purpose is set. There's no confusion about it. Get in front of my God, thank him for everything, ask for forgiveness, and ask for whatever more I need. And that's the end of it. And then I come back to my day normal. And if you're not taking these little breaks from your day to kind of make sure your mind's in check, you're going to get battered by the markets, bro, because markets run on human inefficiency. They don't run on like people losing because they're dumb. They run on people's emotions. Yeah, people lose money based on emotion, and people win money because they're robotic or extremely confident. It's two things. If you're not that confident, you better be disciplined. And if you're not that disciplined, you better fucking be confident. There's no 50-50 with it. Yeah. You have to be disciplined or confident.
Yeah, 100%, man. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like, let's say for me, myself, in gym, right? When I was younger, when I first started gym with some of my boys, I wanted to be the strongest. You know, it's just that natural competition. Like, you just want to be the best. Or, well, not everyone has it, but I know there's people out there, everything you touch, you just want to be the best at it straight away. Yeah. And I was proper like that in the gym. I just wanted to lift the heaviest, do everything. And I used to study a lot, like, just for the sake of it. You know how you were saying you read random articles and stuff like that? I used to literally, for no reason, after school, I used to never revise for my exams, anything, but I'll sit down, I'll study supplements for like 3 hours, or like exercises, how to do exercise, but blah, blah, blah. Like, I used to just love that stuff. And even though I was so in love with it and I understood things, right? The one thing that I could never grasp was that if I wanted to get stronger in the gym, I needed to be in the gym less. And that was something I hated. Like, I used to be in there every single
recovery, day. Man.
Yeah, I used to be in there every single day. And then at one point in my life, I don't do it no more, but at one point in my life, I was like, okay, cool, fuck it. Like, from now, I'm going to go 3-4 times a week, and I'm going to take those breaks in between. And that way my weights will actually go up. And my weights did go up. And I think it is similar with trading, right? Of course, a lot of people might have this sort of, you know, at first, you can't really be asked to backtest. You're a bit lazy, like, in your trading career. And then eventually, you kind of fall in love with the charts, and you might start doing it too much as well. You have to find balance, because the way your brain is when you're actively trading, like, you're in a trade, you're watching the charts, versus when you're studying, is very different, right? And I know, I guess you could compare studying to something like stretching. Stretching is, you're like outside the gym, but it's still related to gym, and it's still helping you recover and whatnot. So what it is, like you're saying, it's all about, you know, finding balance, because if you don't find that balance, you're going to overwork yourself, you're going to crash, and then that crash might lead to, you know, a million other things. So and
a lot of guys, they crash and they can't recover. That's why I say just take your slow growth, because going back under and becoming a non-profitable trader is so hard to come out of. So you have, like, even me now, I only really trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I barely trade Mondays, and I don't trade Friday. I might take a trade if it's just a stupid, obvious setup that I'm itching to take, but 90% of the time I don't trade Fridays. And that's not because I can't make money on Mondays, Fridays. I just make less on them. So I said I might as well eliminate them. I give myself more rest. I still chart those days, but I just don't take positions. So emotionally, I'm fine. And I've learned, I used to struggle with positions I don't take that I charted. I used to get so upset about trades I didn't take. But I'm at the point now where I just don't care. Wallah, if I can make my target that week, and I don't have money targets, I just have like, I don't think your target should ever be based on outcomes, right? You shouldn't say, I need to make 5K this week. It should be more like, I should follow my model and try to, as in, base it on what you can do, not what is a result of what you do. If that makes sense, because you can't control. Exactly. So my goals are always execution based. Like I try to trade on my hours perfectly, don't sit outside of them, which sounds very easy, but I find myself trading 12:15 fucking London lunch on a Tuesday like an absolute idiot a lot of the time. And I'm getting out of that now, but I don't do it anymore. So yeah, it's hard to come back when you fell off. So just go for your small little pushes. Like I said, 300k account, 10% a month, you're eating 30 bags a month, bro. You're laughing. And I know a lot of traders doing that very quietly. Like, you'll be shocked. Like funded accounts are massive. Even Percy's, you can have a 50k Percy and make more than someone on a 200k account, because you're risking 4%, they're risking 0.5, or you're risking 3, they're risking 0.5. Actually, if they're risking 0.5 on a 300k account and you're risking 3% on a 50k, you're making the same amount of money. So yeah, again, it is all about small, consistent growth. And I know I rant about it all the time. People will be like, so why do you take 12R trade? If the market offers me 12R, I'll take it. But that's not the objective, to chase a percentage growth. Let's just make money this month, bro.
Yeah. Especially, do you know what it is? So of course, I've struggled a lot with discipline. I'm good at getting the work done and then whatever, and then coming onto charts. I used to really struggle with not overtrading. And if I've overtraded, trying to revenge trade. And one of the other things you mentioned, I used to, like, when I first learned about bias, I used to do this a lot, right? So I used to get my daily bias and then be so certain, today's going to be a bearish day, and then go ahead and only look for bearish setups for like 4 hours. And it took me quite a while to like work through that. And what it is with, like, I guess all these sort of obstacles is you have to really break them down. Like, I've done a lot of stuff, right, like outside of trading, but I can definitely say this is, like, trading itself mentally is probably one of the hardest things that certain people
bro, trading is not easy mentally. I don't know where that misconceptions come. If someone says trading is nice and fun, I promise you they'd trade demo accounts. I say this all the trading is not fun. I don't want to trade. It's just, it pays me. So it's like, cool. I will stop trading within the next 5 years. 1,000,000%. There's actually not a single doubt in my mind that in 5-10 years I'm done. Because it's just not fun. It's just mentally exhausting. It's very, very stressful. Like you said, you get your daily bias wrong and you're sat there feeling like an absolute idiot. But again, like I said, I'm at the point now where I focus so heavy on making money when I'm wrong. I got my bias wrong 2 days of this week. Absolutely wrong. And I made 6% on both days. Well, 6 and 9% on my funded. So I was like, fuck it, bro, I'll take it.
Came out on top anyways, isn't it? But
that's all that matters, bro, coming out on top. Wallah.
So how comes, of course, we've been speaking about funded accounts and stuff, but you were saying you basically prefer trading your Percy. So how like, what's the whole thing behind that?
Look, I've been funded since last year. Let's just talk basic numbers. Let's say I had a 100k account, and let's say I made 10% a month. In the 8-9 months, that's already 90, 100k. yeah, let's say 10 months. But I've been funded for 1 month, are we in June? So say, let's say 8 months, I made 10% a month. That's 80K. If I just kept 30K in my pocket and put 50 on a Percy, I believe in myself, bro. I'll withdraw all my funded P's every time into a Percy for a year, no issue. And I'll live my life off my mentorship money and build my Percy. But let's just say I take 50% of it, humble little 40 bags. If I risk 3% on a 40K account, yeah, I'm making more than risking 1% on a 100K account.
Yeah.
So if you're funded for long, build your personal account, because I don't get equity drawdown. No one can tell me don't hold trades over the weekend. I can now swing positions. There's a lot of extra things I can do that funded traders can't. That's not to slam funded, bro. I'm funded myself and I'm passing the challenge right now. I've got 2 open. So I'm here talking about it, but I love fundage, bro. Easiest way to make money. Pass a 100K account, first pay out 15 bags. You can burn it the next week. Wallah, it's bread and butter, bro. I love it. Yeah. I told everyone I'd get MFF tatted on my neck if I weren't Muslim, bro. I'd get on my forehead. Wallahi, bro. I'd get MFF across my forehead if it weren't haram. That's how much I love MFF, bro. But at the end of the day, Percy's just allow you to do certain things. And I always said it, your aim should be a prop-sized Percy. But again, some people don't have the psychology to risk 3%. Me personally, I'd rather risk 3% on my Percy than 1% on my funded, because I can only lose 12 trades in a row on my funded. On my Percy, I can do 3% 33 times before I'm brass.
Yeah, I get you still. That does make sense. It gets that, like, extra freedom. And I guess you're not stressed because I don't know if you've been there, but, let's say if you're ever close to your, what's it called? Like your drawdown limit, or even just generally, when the trade's close to your stop loss and you're seeing like the numbers bouncing. I've been in a position before where I think I was on my phase 1 and basically I just sat there watching the trade hit 1%, or as in I took I had a stop loss of 1%. I got taken out and now I'm sitting there looking, and I just didn't want to trade for the rest of the day, and I could still afford 3% more if I wanted to, because I already taken it all that day. But it's just like, it kind of becomes scary in a sense. And I've said this to some of my boys. So my first ever funded that I took, I blew. And I was telling them the same week I was trading my Percy, and I had my most profitable week on my Percy that I'd ever had at that point. And bro, I was looking at myself like I'm a donut, because if you saw the way I was trading with my MFF, man, it was crazy.
Bro, wallahi, ask the guys I traded with. I done minus 2%. On a 200K MFF account, minus 2%. Wallahi, Adeem, bro. The same week, my Percy went up 85%. But this, and no, wallah, and this is why. But my psychology is my worst part of my trading. Black and white, my understanding of markets. Wallah, I can talk to any trader in the scene, liquidity trader and market structure, any trader in the scene, and have a 10-hour conversation. And wallahi, they'll be impressed and I'll be impressed. But psychology, bro, it's not for me. On my Percy, I risked 3%. I hit a 20R trade. Still remember it was a NASDAQ short, bread and butter. And then I caught like a 12R or something later that week. Wallah, 85%. And my Percy's decent sized. I was over the fucking moon, bro. It was one of my best trading weeks. It was recent. My funded was down 2%. And I'm trying to explain it to Gio. And he said, bro, are you just stupid? I said, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I take certain trades on my MFF because I'm scared. And then I take all my trades on my Percy. And then he's like, bro, you're just dumb. You're just a stupid guy. And it don't make sense to Gio why I do that. But to me, I get shook when I'm on it. I don't know, man. But I've got to the point now, I think holding more than one funded is good. So I don't care if I burst one because I know there's another one. And I know I've got paid out a certain amount from that one. So if I burst it, I'll just do another one next week and pass it. So it's like, yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, and that's what I've seen a few people say on Twitter before, and I never thought of it like that. That like when I wanted to get funded, I'm just thinking, I want to get this account and use it to pay off my life, like, the next 10 years, whatever. But I was coming on Twitter and I saw some of these American Twitter guys, and they're basically saying
they're the best, bro.
Yeah, they're saying get a funded, cool, be a bit conservative when you're in your phase 1 and 2. When you're live, just rinse it, like milk the funded, because even if you make, I don't know, you got 200K funded, you make something like 40K, you paid a bag, you made 40K, go buy another account after, keep rinsing it, and like, you know, like make the most of it essentially as fast as you can, and then just do another and another. Like, I guess it makes sense, right?
The second you secure your first payout, just go ham. Wallah, I tell this to everyone. You secure that first month, a nice payout, I'll start risking 2%. It's just vibes after that.
Because you get your initial back as well. And on top of that, if you blow the account, you didn't lose actual money. So at the end of the day, like, do you get, like, there's nothing to be scared about in that sense. And I guess on your Percy, cool, like, you as a trader yourself, you believe in yourself and whatnot. But for a lot of, like, let's say, newer traders or like other traders, it might not be a thing where, you know, they want to come and risk 3%, or they might just have a thing where losing their own money affects them. Like, of course, everyone's psychology is very specific to himself. And this is why I always mention, right? If you're in this industry, you have to be self-analytical, because your own habits, your own personality, how you react to losing, winning, everything, it's not going to be the same as everyone else. So you have to kind of break it down and like cater and tailor to yourself. Yeah.
1,000,000%. No, and that's why I don't give opinions on these things too much, because that's just my preference. And that's all it is. It's just a preference.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. Okay, cool. So the next thing I was going to talk about today. So you've got 2 dogs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 dogs. So what breed are they?
One's Husky. One's Husky Malamute.
How long have you had them? That's hard, man. Because you see me, I've always wanted a dog, bro. But my mom don't let me get one, man. It's crazy.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 20 now.
Yeah, bro. Give it 2 years, she'll let you get one, bro. Pay the rent and she'll let you get it, bro. I've had my Husky.
Go on.
Yeah, I've had my Husky for like almost 2. He's 2 in September. I got him up to so like 20 months now. I've had him for 20 months.
Right.
It's tough though, bro. He's a little shit, bro. He's the worst, bro. He drives me up a wall. I'm surprised he's not in here now making noise. That's why I had to close my door. He'll come in and just start howling, trying to make me take him out. He's the worst, but I love him.
Yeah, man. They're really intelligent and stuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah. He's like what he does. I put food down. So, bro, I think there's a mad delay in the speaking.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of but it's cool. Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, so I put food down for him. Like, I'll put down quite a bit of food. And what he'll do, I'll go upstairs. He'll eat some, but he'll hide the rest in my garden, or just like in corners that I can't get to. And then he'll come back and pretend he's hungry. And then I'll put more food down for him. And then later on that night, I'll find him eating his old food that he hid.
Nah, he's smart, man. He's smart. That's like, so I've got 2 cats. I got a new kitten, I think literally last week. And so, of course, I have to give her like baby food. And I've got a bigger cat. This guy comes in and he'll literally come in. He'll just act normal. Next thing I know, he's eating all her food. And then he starts eating his own as well. And he'll just leave like nothing happened. Like, because cats are very quiet as well. It's jarring, man. But yeah, I love having them still, man.
I got 4 cats, bro.
Right. 4, you know.
Yeah, but I got a jungle.
Yeah, that's good. No, if I could, I'd genuinely have more animals. If you could have like any pet, what do you think you get?
I'd get a horse in the butt. No, I'm joking, man. I'd probably, I don't know. You know what it is? There's a lot of animals I love, but I just don't think it's fair to keep them captive.
Yeah.
If I lived in a different environment, I'd get like a monkey.